Yeah, so we took a day trip
We did.
to Furcrest, which is it's like 40 minutes away, 30 minutes.
Yeah, about 30 minutes.
Okay.
It wasn't too bad. Traffic was good. We made it in record time. But yeah, it was a nice little journey, not too far from the house, of course.
Yeah. So first, let's talk a little bit about Furcrest. It's a cute little town.
Yeah,
I guess it's considered part of Tacoma.
Yes, as far as I know.
Okay.
They're not their own republic. But yeah, they're near the. They're actually closer to the college than University Place. So
yeah,
that,
it's a nice area.
Yeah,
it's
very nice.
Yeah, they have pretty much everything. Well, University Place and Furcrest, they're right next to each other.
Yeah,
okay.
they're right next to each other.
Yeah, and they've got that big golf course, the
Chambers Bay, that was the U.S. Open. I think 4 or 5 years back.
Okay.
They had hosted the U.S. Open.
Yeah, and they've got a Trader Joe's and a Whole Foods
and Harbor Greens.
Yeah, and
what else?
There was a whole slew of pho restaurants.
Yes, exactly. That was obviously very popular there. I think the college kids must be eating it up.
The college kids, and that would be TCC.
Yes,
Tacoma Community College.
Yeah.
But isn't there another college close?
PLU. PLU, and then University
UPS.
of UPS.
Okay. So, yeah, you got lots of college students there. And I guess they like their pho.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. That was I don't know if it's the most in one small area, mile per square mile, but there's quite a few around there.
Well, I guess
as we were driving around. But anyways, back to
the whole purpose.
The real reason.
The reason why we went there was we wanted to check out. Well, you did some research.
Yes, I said there's got to be a pen store where we can go touch and feel pens and paper and those kind of things nearby. And so I did a little search I did stationery stores.
Stationery. Yeah, because that's usually who has the pens and inks and papers.
That makes it a little more geared towards writing, I guess, is what I would consider. So, I discovered Paper LUXE was the name of the company. It was in Furcrest.
Paper LUXE?
Yes. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah. I think so. Just you need to speak up. That's all.
But yes, Paper LUXE, stationery and gifts. And it was a fun store. It did have quite a lot of different things. They had, but I can see the gift. A lot of gift, but cute, not cute, interesting things.
Yeah. There's lots of cards and letter sets and
guidebooks.
Very gifty things and then towards the back they had a section with fountain pens.
Yes, and that was why we went there.
Yes,
because it's online. They said that they carried a couple of lines of pens that we were familiar with, and that we both are just recently been probably featuring on the channel. Irene's done some videos on.
Yeah.
So let's see what they had.
Gifty things. This is some local booklets that I found, and it was like $2.50 for each. And I thought it would be fun to include in my next letters to friends. I figured I'd include something from where I'm at, and then maybe that might be interesting for.
Yeah, heck yeah! I think
And then
if someone doesn't live in a certain area, it's always fun to see.
Yeah, to kind of find out what things around.
What goes on around there.
And this is just some things in Washington Adventures here, and it's just shows some pictures and some activities to do, like the Snoqualmie Tunnel. I don't know.
Yeah,
I did not know about that.
We're learning about places we should know about.
Yeah, so I figured that could be something fun to look at.
Rainforest.
Yeah. And then, of course, there's one here that's specific to Tacoma's murals on buildings. So there's some interesting ones in here.
Yeah. Those are fun. So it looks like they had a couple other books from.
They had a
authors.
whole rack of these and just local things,
artists,
interesting things. But I thought these were the most interesting for my purposes. So kind of artsy. And then we found, and I have seen this on Amazon for like I think it was $12 maybe for a pack of 50 sheets of their Clairefontaine's Triomphe paper, and this one there at the shop was $9. So
not bad.
yeah,
and hopefully they it helps the local company out. That's why I wanted to find someone local. We buy a lot of things on Amazon, and everybody does it.
yeah.
But if there's a shop out there that's trying to promote and have items like that in stock, yeah, I definitely want to help them out.
Yeah, that was fun because we needed a day out
Yes.
of the house and have some fun. And
Yeah.
and I know that I like the Clairefontaine basic notebook that you got me a while back. I've been enjoying that for fountain pen use. So I wanted to try this one, the Triomphe. I don't know how it's different, but it should be good. It is. Oh, sorry. It is 90G
So that's the
paper.
paperweight. Okay.
Yeah, and it's 50 sheets.
Right.
And
Yep.
what is this? This is like 9 by 12, 8 by
Yeah,
11,
it's a little
8
big.
by 11
Yeah.
probably. Yeah,
It's not 8.5 by 11. It's
yeah,
a little narrower, but yeah, it looks nice.
yeah. About that, I don't know the
So
exact.
that was a nice find. They did have
Yes.
a Tomoa River
They
paper,
also had Tomoa River.
Yeah, which is kind of pricey.
Yeah, it's a little pricey. We passed on that. I decided to go with the Clairefontaine because I thought that was a better deal. Yeah. But what's in the bag?
Yeah, my weakness. And da-da-da-da. Look what they had. I've never heard of this one. Irene, of course, knew about it, but I thought it was kind of nice.
It says Coeco.
So it's a
on there,
Coeco.
but it's not the
It's
Sport.
not the sport version, yes.
yeah sport. Yeah, this is the Coeco Perkio.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a little perkier, I guess.
It's the full size. It's
a little,
like
little larger.
yeah. Whereas
In
the
fact-
Sport is like a mini. So yes, this is the Coeco Perkio, and compare that to the Coeco Sport. And goodness,
It is. I didn't. That's funny, not having it there to compare. Right. I didn't really compare it to the other ones that they had in that case. But yeah, nice.
Yeah, I probably see it better if I zoom in. There we go. And you can see how it compares in size anyway.
Oh yeah, look at that. Like
But
that,
yeah, so this is the Coeco Sport model, and then the Classic Sport, and then this is the Coeco Perkio model. So this is more like a regular full-size fountain pen.
Yeah, it really is.
And we just love the little.
Yeah,
model.
it's got a fancy little feet. What do they
This
call it?
one
Phenol?
has yeah.
Oh, that one has one too. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I haven't looked at your pen in a while either. So
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, very nice design on there, and you made sure and grabbed a clip too. The
Yes.
clip is different from
Yes,
the
it is.
other one.
Yeah, it's a little different style. It doesn't loop up and
Yeah,
down. It's
it's let me see if I can show that.
a little more
difference
streamlined.
there. Yeah,
But it matches the.
but it goes with the blue.
Yeah, but it
and
matches
what would
also
you
the
call
top.
that? Like a
Oh, that's a
I
good
don't
question.
know what blue
It's not
it's.
periwinkle. No,
It's
I
a
don't
powder
remember.
blue,
Powder,
maybe a dusty
yeah, there you
powder
go.
blue,
Yeah,
or not
Dusty
quite
blue.
a slate.
I'm bringing back the '80s colors. I want to get a mauve. I want a mauve pen now too.
Yeah, so
Mauve and dusty blue. So it is. What's the correct term for that? A pull off.
yeah, pull off.
It's not a twist.
Yeah, I'm not
It's a
sure.
Push
Push on, push off, pull off. So
Yeah.
this is a medium nib.
Yeah, medium nib. Yes.
It's on there.
They had and the
Coecos.
Coeco. They had the frosted, which is the newer, I think, line of colors, frosted sports. But then I saw this actually was in a cup with two pink ones, and I had never heard of the Perkio, so I was curious about it, and the price was right. It was only $17 plus. The only thing we had to get a converter and a clip.
Right, because the converter doesn't come with it.
Yeah.
They had converters sold separately there, so we grabbed one of those
Yeah.
to do that.
But still, a very reasonable price for a nice looking pen. And wasn't even aware that they had a bigger pen, basically, than the Sport. So I couldn't pass it up. It was a nice color. The price was
Well,
good.
yeah, because you were
I was-
debating whether to get this one or the Lamy.
Yeah, the Lamy
All Star.
Yeah, but the price seemed pretty high for the All Star. So
Yeah.
this one was this was in the sweet spot, under 20. That's my favorite price. And I requested, no, actually, Irene suggested we do the Twilight because it's going to go with the color of the pen.
This is
So Diamine's Twilight.
Well, it's not quite.
Well, close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
Closer than any other.
And I'm going to use this. This is, we've never shown this before.
Oh, yeah.
This is something that you ordered from Etsy.
Yes.
And it is from Tiltwell.
Yeah, I got it around the holidays. I saw that. It came up.
And this is something that he makes.
I think he 3D prints it.
3D prints.
Yeah, so it was the person's design of this Tiltwell company. And it's designed for holding ink. So it keeps it at an angle so that you can do what Irene's doing here.
So I guess we'll do it this way. Make sure that's in there. And then, of course.
And as simple as 1, 2, 3.
Well, you'd hope so.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I didn't put it down there deep enough.
Oh. Gotta get just the right spot for it to pull it up. There it goes. It'll pull the ink up. Look at that.
I went too much.
Yeah, but you got a good fill.
Yeah.
There's hardly any air in there.
Okay.
Anyway, so.
Well, you have to tell the story about it.
We're gonna go in
Oh,
the whole
we don't
dramatic story.
Well, we can talk more about, I guess, what they had first.
Yeah. So they had a very nice display of the Lamy pens. It was actually a spinning display with quite a few different colors. Probably not the whole line, but quite a lot more than I expected to see. And then they also carried some another brand called Ferris Wheel Press, which we don't have too much experience with, but they seem to do a lot of marketing with their products.
They're a Canadian company.
Yeah.
And
it looks interesting. The designs on it are fun with the Ferris wheel.
Their packaging is amazing.
Packaging is really nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, I thought it was just help support the company. We enjoyed the fact that they had some pens there. Had some ink. They did have some ink selection. They did have some Kaweco ink as well, but only a couple of colors. So again, nothing that really stood out.
So yeah, so when we got home and we thought, okay, well let's take a look at this, and when we were trying to assemble the insert the cartridge and then put the barrel over the cartridge, I noticed that it wouldn't close. It wouldn't go in all. So then I looked inside the barrel, and there was a cartridge inside the barrel. And that's when I remembered I had heard through other YouTubers that they include extra cartridge in the barrel, and that you want to remove that before you try to, of course, assemble it with a cartridge or a converter. So, of course, I didn't try to force anything. So it was already, what was it? We tried to take it out.
Yeah,
and it would not come out.
We couldn't get it out.
It was jammed in there.
Yeah, it was jammed in.
And we were thinking, okay, this was probably Oh, make sure I'm in frame. This was probably, possibly, or probably a return. That someone had returned it, and because I noticed when I cleaned out the converter that we picked out, that was also, that had ink in it, remnants of ink. I mean, you couldn't see that there was ink in there, but when I flushed it out, ink came out.
So yeah.
So we're thinking it might have been like a return involved there, which is fine. I don't mind.
It didn't come in a box, but like I said, the pins were in a
they
glass,
were in a cup. Yeah,
a cup.
Yeah.
So I knew it was.
And this was a medium, which I like medium. I'm not sure what your preference is.
I'm still kind of I go back and forth.
Yeah.
But all pins are a little different, so medium is probably a safe guess.
So yeah. We tried several different ways to get that cartridge out of that barrel. We tried tapping it against the desk. We tried using tweezers.
Yeah, tweezers. Yeah, we had several tweezers, and Irene had her collage tweezers, and I had my fish tank tweezers.
Yeah, and I have my chin tweezers.
And chin tweezers.
And
not by the hair of the chin, but yeah.
I thought, let's try soaking it in hot water. Yeah. Maybe that'll make it more malleable. And nothing was working.
Yeah, so we were
and then I went online and I started searching
off to the Googles.
Off to the Googles.
And Irene found somebody that said.
Someone suggested.
Screw it.
Screw it. So we found a long screw.
It was a deck screw, basically, is what that was. It was a deck screw.
And
so it was nice and long, 3 inch or whatever it was.
So explain what you did.
So so I was able to screw it into the converter that was stuck in there, and get it down deep enough into it to where I could actually pull it out. Yeah. So it was in there pretty deep.
Yeah, it was inside, just stuck in the bottom of the barrel.
We're sorry we didn't. We were caught in the moment of trying to get it out. We weren't thinking of putting some footage together for the show. So sorry. But yes, so if you are looking at the Perkio, make sure there are no cartridges stuck in your barrel before you put the converter.
And that's something that I had heard of before, so I knew exactly what the problem was.
As soon as it happened, I was like, wait a minute.
I
heard about this.
We can't try and force it because there's something in there.
Not a biggie. There's no
eventually it took a while, but we figured it out.
Thanks to some other people having the same problem, discovering the best solution.
Yeah.
So it's very nice. I like it. It does look pretty cool.
You may notice that little notch on the
we were both kind of curious about that when we were looking at the pen at the store.
Basically, that's when you're screwing the barrel back to the section. When you get to this point and it tightens and you turn a little more, it doesn't, I don't want to say snap because it doesn't make a noise, but you can feel the resistance, and you just push, and it has a nice, satisfying, secure type of...
And it locks into place.
Yeah.
So it'll keep it from leaking, hopefully, is the idea.
Yeah. So that's nice.
So instead of an O-ring, they have a little different system. Some pens have an O-ring there. This is some, we don't know much about it, but it's obviously some sort of engineered design to keep it from leaking. And keeping it in place. But yeah, it was a fun store. They were actually part of a group of little stores that are side by side there in the area. They call it the Kinship.
Or the Kindship?
Oh, the Kindship.
Or
I don't know. Kinship sounds better. I think it's a play on words, right?
Right, maybe.
Kinship. Yeah, Kinship. Anyway, so the store that we went to was called the Paper LUXE. In the middle is the Crest, which is like home decor, and they had some actual house plants in the back for sale. Then there is a toy store, which is more of the I want to say unique toys, not just normal all plastic toys, and jigsaw puzzles, and what would you call that? More I don't know, nicer toys.
It's cool things. Fun things.
But it was, I would say, more, like Brio is a European toy that's made out of wood. as opposed to it being a plastic. But anyway, it's a very, very neat little experience. The Curious Bear Toy and Bookshop. They have a little Lux baby, which I think was in the back of the Curious Bear toy shop. Yeah, it was neat. It was a neat little experience. We went looking for mainly for stationery, paper, pens, and then we kind of browsed the other stores. It was kind of fun. But, yeah, back to the pen. It looks very nice.
And yes, that is a snap-on pull-off cap. And yes, when you push it on, it does have a nice click to that. And they had we already talked about the papers.
Yeah,
you didn't say they had the whole Rhodia spinner.
Yes,
a rack.
Exactly. There was so much. It was so much in such a little shop. Actually, we were surprised. Yeah, so it was very. It was fun.
So I wouldn't call it a pen shop. It's a stationery gift shop that has some fun things in there, but it's not a pen specific shop.
But seeing as it was greeting cards and notepads, it makes sense.
We had a lot of fun browsing there. We were there for a while.
Yeah. And they did have other pens too. They had some marker type pens along one wall and some other kind of fun gel pens. So again, because they sold notebooks and journaly kind of things too. They even had some tarot cards there, all sorts of just little odds and ends.
Yeah, so local designs on cards and postcards and stickers and mugs.
That's right, the vinyl stickers. It was fun.
Cool stuff.
Fun little store.
We tried to find somewhere to eat.
Yes.
And the places we wanted to go to closed Mondays.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate.
Which is a bummer because, when you want that...
with the work schedule changing, having to work on a Saturday and you get your Sunday and Monday, it's kind of a bummer when you can't.
Because you try and recover on Sunday or relax on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then do something fun on Monday, and then it's like places are closed on Monday.
So there we were, looking around us, and we saw soup places everywhere, Vietnamese places and Thai places, and quite a lot around there.
And we like Thai. Well, I was kind of wanted to try that Thai place that was right next to Paper Lux, but we kind of were. I think we wanted to go be on the cheap. We wanted to be frugal as far as our spending.
So
we ended up going to Lakewood, and we went to Carl's Jr.
Yeah, because then the next thing was to seek out a good burger, but we got snuffed twice.
We
saw a sign for Habit Burgers, and we're all excited, and we pull in, and they're not even done building the building yet. So that was...
Where was that? That was University Place.
Yeah, University Place. Yeah.
So we saw this big sign saying Habit Burger, and we hadn't been to Habit Burger yet, but we've heard good things, and so we were so excited, and we pulled in, and the building is half finished.
Yeah.
So obviously they were not open for business.
Their sign was done before their business was open. So sometimes it's the other way around, but in this case. They were ahead of the game on the
and
sign.
then you tried to go to, what was that?
Then the other idea, since we were kind of heading that way anyways, I figured, well, let's go to this place. I couldn't remember the name. Now I know it is because we were there, but it's called Best Burgers. It's similar to another chain that's out here called Frugal Burgers, which is basically it's actually a sit-alone, drive-up building on both sides of the building. You drive up. And they were closed on Monday, starting as of last September. So number 2 down. So we ended up at Carl's Jr. in not too far from where we were in Lakewood. And you can't go wrong with Carl's Jr. It's a pretty decent burger. And so we had a good burger. And fresh fries. The freshest fries we've had in a long time. That was pretty good.
And their fries are kind of like shoestring
right.
type style.
Yeah.
But yeah, the burger was so good. What did I order? I ordered the original
The 3rd-pound gourmet.
Angus.
Yeah, the Angus 3rd-pound gourmet.
The original, yeah. And it came with all the good
lettuce,
stuff.
tomato,
Lettuce,
red
tomato,
onion,
pickle. Yeah.
char grilled burger, and then I had the guacamole. What do they call it? Bacon.
Guacamole bacon burger.
Yeah. That was nice with pepper jack cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the sheet.
I was just gonna say, I thought it was supposed to be plain, but yeah, that's the one you put it behind it, so you have the
So
lines.
the top sheet has the ruled lines.
Yeah.
And then that is supposed to go under.
So yeah, and then you see it to do your writing, but you don't have to have lines on it interfering with your text. Look at that.
And then this is scored.
It folds back.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to go something like that.
Nice.
And then you can barely see the
the
lines.
Well, when you push down on it, it's a little bit more visible, maybe. So as you write.
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so satisfying, right? Because we were hungry.
Yeah.
Oops.
We weren't starving, but once you start thinking about food.
Once you start, and and we kept looking for places to eat, and
yeah, I mean, I enjoy pho, but it's soup, so I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't really. It's not filling, but the flavor is usually pretty good.
Maybe I should write bigger so you can see.
Yeah, you can see that. That's good. Nice. So a little sample of the paper we picked up today with the new pen. The Diamond Twilight's been featured on the channel before, but it is a nice color. You kind of see the blue, but it's not. It's still it's very readable. But it looks nice.
This, it's interesting. This writes, to me, it feels like a fine. It looks like a fine to me. Yeah, so but it's a medium.
It's a good thing we didn't get a fine pen, or it would have been an ultra fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice. You like the paper?
So yeah, the nib, it's not. It just feels like a fine to me, just because it's maybe it's the ink. I don't know. Maybe it just feels very. What sometimes they say a dry writer.
Yeah.
Or.
Yeah.
But.
So you might have to go slower.
Yeah, possibly.
But yeah, the paper's nice, though, huh? Is it smooth?
Oh yeah, this is Clairefontaine. Yes, it's smooth. This is the trio.
So how come some things are GSM?
I don't
They
know.
just dropped the SM because it's obvious.
Yeah, I think.
For grams per square.
But yeah, I didn't really show. I think it's because it's. But this Tiltwell, what do they call it? I think is that the name of the company and it's the name of this product?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, okay. Because it has the little foot here, so that's normally where you would set it. Down on your surface, you would have that, but you can also set it on this side because there are indents that will accommodate different size and shape bottles. Yeah. So this one where it looks like it has that curved section there, that will accommodate the Iroshizuku. What is the Iroshizuku bottle? So let me show you. Oh, it's hard to show here, but that will set
Yeah, so
inside.
It fits right in there, perfect. Yeah,
in there.
And that's kind of interesting.
And this is all just intended to hold your bottle at an angle so that you can fill your pen with, you don't kind of free up one of your hands, yes. I guess, and have it secure where it's not going to tip over on you. And then also, obviously, if this is a full bottle here, I am not going to have that tilted in there because it's too much ink in there. But once the ink level goes down, then I will tilt it in there. And
you can use it with for dip pen also.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I could use...
it's the right angle to dip it in there.
Dip pen in there and just have that off to the side. And
what's nice with the tilt is when you're dipping, it's hard to see the surface of the ink sometimes, and so you go too far down. But when it's tilted, you can kind of look in at the angle as you're putting it in, so you don't go too far.
Yeah.
So I think that's the idea behind it. Is it makes it more practical if you're using it as a dip pen, or if you're using it to fill. Yeah. You have it at an angle where you can see what you're doing a little better, looking into the jar without tipping it over.
Yeah. Anyway,
and have an extra hand, basically, because you don't have to hold it with one hand and try and do the syringe with the other, or the piston, or whatever the filling mechanism is.
Yeah, so maybe I'll make a thumbnail using like that or something. I don't know.
Throw those in too. But yeah, so it was fun. We had a good time. We ended up, we both got some fun out of the deal. Well, Irene gets to use my pen too, so. It's not really mine, but it is mine. in the what do they call that? In the mind or for science, I allow it to be used so that everybody can learn from the.
It was just nice getting out of the house.
Yeah, definitely. It's always nice to get out of the house.
Yeah.
And to do something that that we like doing, it was fun.
Yeah, because there aren't a lot of places to go, at least around here, that you can look at fountain pens or
ballpoint pens you can find anywhere. Ballpoint mechanical pencils would be next, and then you might find some fountain pen or dip pens, ink dip nibs. Which are you're just dipping it in the ink and writing with it. Which Irene's featured with the is it the I can't pronounce it right.
Kakimori or Kakimori.
There's a lot of K's in the pen. Kakuna, Kaweko, Kakimori. But yeah, it's all okay. It's all good. But yeah, it's fun times.
And now I showed this bottle. I haven't shown this before
on
the channel.
Yeah.
But this is Producer Mike got this for me for Christmas. And it's my first full size bottle.
But it's pretty.
Yeah.
I like it. I totally dig the way they did that with the bottle and the ink. But yes, the smaller size bottles of the same brand. They're like a rectangle shape, where this has some kind of style to it. It's kind of fancy.
It's
looks like an
elegant.
expensive perfume.
I know, right? And I just want to display it because it's so pretty.
And we're hooked.
And we're
there's so many different pens and things out there. It's just kind of fun, and we're
Yeah.
So today was just it was nice to be able to find a place that we could.
It was nice to actually go and see and look and kind of firsthand some of the things that we've been seeing in videos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or just seeing static pictures on Amazon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely fun to get out.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyway, it's fun sharing all this.
Yeah. Thanks for coming along, and definitely look forward to some content in the future. If you like pens, we all have watercolor content too coming up in the future.
Oh, did we say that they had a small selection of watercolor
did.
items
They had-
in the back of that shop,
yeah,
the
they
paper
did.
Lux?
They had a Van Gogh tube set there, and some paper, and even a couple of books on some kind of help prompts for
Yeah.
learning to experiment with watercolor. So it was nice. It was a little bit of everything.
Yeah, for a small shop,
Yeah.
it was fun. It was worth our time to go out there and check it out and see what they had.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, so stay tuned. Like, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell so that you can stay, see the journey of the different inks that Irene got. And also, there's some more pens coming up in the future too, possibly.
You've been ordering some things,
Yes,
haven't you?
yeah. So there'll be some more things coming in the future. Yeah, just stay tuned. You'll be surprised.
All right. What do I say? I can't say stay artsy. I didn't do anything artsy.
Well, this is still artsy.
Stay artsy, my friends.
Yeah,
It doesn't fit.
It's still artistic. Stay inked.
Stay inked, my friends.
Get out of the house.
Just get out of the studio once in a while. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a little.
Yeah, sorry.
What's
Well, I've been busy the last couple weekends, so it's made it hard for us to get out. We only have one day in each weekend. You got to get some rest in there too.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
We did it.
Yeah.
Cut.